welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, really quick, I'm going to be going live in a couple hours today to do a tea party. If you would like to get a reading, some energy work, maybe a biospiritual scan, go check it out. Click on that QR code or the link in the comments, and it'll take you to my shop where you can pick whatever you're drawn to. And join me later. 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is what time I will be live today. So let's get started. I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I heard is blessings are speeding towards you. Boo. Boo. What is going on? I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take the blessings. Shoot. Shoot. Hi, Erin. I'll take those blessings. I ain't tripping, boo. Send them. Send them. Send them. Send the blessings. All right, so let's do this. This deck right here. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Whew. It has definitely been an interesting morning. Interesting in a good way. Trying to get some normalcy, right? How are you guys doing? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Okay. And then I really love this deck, so. Here goes. Let us. A card flew. Okay. Okay. There. We're ready. We are ready. Okay. We're ready. For what I don't know, but I hope it's good. I hope it's really good. Okay, let's get started. Blessings are speeding towards you. All right, this is something that's slated for whoever this reading is going to apply to. I would claim it. I would just go ahead and claim it and just, let your soul know that you're claiming it. I would just claim it. Whoever this reading is going to apply to, winter, this is something that's going to be happening in the next couple weeks. Okay. It's talking about blessings speeding towards you. I'm claiming it. Hashtag claim. I'm claiming this. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. So right now, what's happening is that you're being put in a space of kind of just percolating, right? Just really marinating in your own juices, getting you all nice and tender, making sure life becomes very well infused with the flavors that would make you feel so super duper satisfied and happy. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. You're over there incubating right now, right? Holding yourself, some self-care is needing to take place. And as you take some time to care for yourself, you also need to set some time aside to really set those intentions. What is it that you're intending to happen for yourself? Be very, very clear, very, very just concise, right? Oh my God. I don't know if it's okay. Hold on. I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask my BFF. Okay. I'm going to wait for her to answer before I just start like, Oh. Okay, I'm gonna wait for her to answer. So there is intentions being set. You have to be very, very clear about the intentions you're setting. She said yes. So one of my BFFs, we were chatting, I think it was yesterday or something. Recently, very recently. And she's like, "I want this, this, and this." And I was like, "Yeah, no, yours it's gonna happen." Whatever I said, right? Just like, "Yeah, no, you're gonna make it happen." The thing that you are like, maybe I should have just done that. That wasn't for you. You didn't accept it because that you knew it's not for you. And and then next thing you know, a few minutes later, um, she's kind of presented with an opportunity that ticked off all the boxes of the things that she wants. And I'm like, ooh, talk about instant manifestation. Can you manifest me something? Can you say something about me? Right? Because here goes. This is the period where everything is being aligned. Yeah, we're entering into some Merc RX. Blah, blah, blah. I don't even want to. I don't even want to talk about Mercury. But if you start setting intentions now and allow that to really just percolate for a little bit, it'll be infused through your entire auric field, through your entire manifestation template. And when the time is right, then it will really come to fruition. Ooh, here's proof your hard work is paying off. Ooh, see what I'm saying? And then it says maintain momentum. You are gaining in momentum. All you have to do is maintain it. All the decisions you're making during this period is absolutely stacking up in your favor. All you have to do is maintain your focus. Maintain your focus. Intentions are very, very powerful, but it's not enough to just have an intention. You have to actually maintain, sustain the trajectory. You have to allow this flow to occur. One of the greatest ways to do that is by taking the steps to shift your mindset a little at a time, just a little at a time, right? So I've been like deathly sick. Laughing made my face go numb. Gently laughing made my face go numb the other day, like a day or two ago. That's how sick I've been. Last night, I set this intention of I'm going to shift my entire experience intentionally. I'm going to do so gently, but pushing myself. Okay. And how did I do that? Well, I woke up this morning and I assessed, how do I feel today? Oxygen levels feel okay. Glycogen levels feel okay. I'm forcing myself to go to the gym. I'm not contagious anymore. I'm forcing myself to go to the gym. And if I feel like I'm going to pass out at the gym, I'm going to sit my ass down. I'm going to ask my husband to come get me. And then I'm going to go home. Right. But at no point am I going to be afraid of what's going to happen, because I have a properly functioning logic, right? Okay. So I go to the gym, I start working out. Obviously, can't lift as heavy as I normally do. And wouldn't you know, I finished the whole mother freaking workout, the whole workout, only 20,000, 30,000 pounds lighter than what I normally do, which I would say I've lifted about 2/3 of what I normally lift when I'm perfectly fine. At no point did I feel like passing out. At no point did I push myself beyond what I could do. But at no point did I restrict myself from trying to push myself to the edge of what I can do. And you know what the effect of that was? My body believed it wasn't sick. I barely coughed. Barely. I was expecting coughing spasms. And because I did all of that movement, what happened. It's flowing my energy through my space. I'm feeling much more like myself again. The attempts at parasitic dysregulation, the experience of parasitic dysregulation syndrome, that's diminished. You have to do things that will help you to exit out of the rut that you're experiencing without sacrificing your sense of self and your safety. This is the most powerful period you could begin doing that. We're approaching the 12/12 portal and then the 12/21 portal. And then, of course, the new year, we have all of these different energies wafting around. If you're not going to do something to get your mindset out of that space of feeling low, um, manifesting low, and all of these really low type things, you're going to be stuck there. This is a choice that has to be made. I don't know if you guys have noticed, that is a very prominent message as of late, that a choice must be made by you, no one else. By you. The choice has to be made by you. You're not going to have outright guidance on which direction to go. You're going to have to make sure that you consider all of these different factors that need to be considered for you. There will be attempts, the sense that I'm getting, there will absolutely be attempts to try and keep your mind and your focus on things that will waste your energy. Worrying about the same things over and over and over, that's not going to do anything for you. You know what the problems are. Perfect. Now it's time to begin seeking out solutions. If you've been considering solutions for quite some time, beautiful. Now is a time for you to begin actually selecting which potential solution you need to implement. Okay. This is about understanding, seeing, accepting. There is a series of events that are needing to take place to get you to the other side of whatever it is you're experiencing. And if you're going to be fully present and allow yourself to make the choices that are necessary, right? The choices that are not just necessary, but are in alignment with your highest potentiality, then I mean, I don't see how that can fail. Honestly, I don't even believe in failure. I don't. I don't. I believe that you keep going until you can't go anymore, and that's not failure. That is you going through the process of hypertrophy. Mhm. That's how you increase your strength. That's how you increase your mass. That's how you do what needs to be done. This concept of failing and just all the ways in which we're taught how to most efficiently attack ourselves, it just kind of needs to stop. Everything needs to be reframed. Do you know the differences between reframing a situation in your mind and just flat out lying to yourself? Do you know what the difference is? Lying to yourself is sort of like this toxic positivity. Or maybe I should have explained that opposite. Do you know the difference between reframing something and toxic positivity? That's better. That's better. That's better. Toxic positivity is actually lying to yourself. You're not trying to lie to yourself about what the problem is, what the situation is, the reality of what's going on. No, no. Reframing it is understanding that maybe some of your perception of what's happening in your life right now, some of the hiccups, setbacks, whatever it is, um, it's a little bit distorted. And in that distortion, it needs to be corrected so that you can see clearly what the task at hand actually is. And you can then begin to make decisions that are more appropriate for what you're trying to accomplish. Right? Yeah. Yes. So we need to reframe certain things. You need to see it in a way that's more neutral versus trying to force positivity on yourself versus clinging to the negativity that you're already feeling, seeing, believing about yourself, your circumstance, whatever it is. You have to make sure that you really give yourself the time and the space to feel and not stay there. That's such a crucial part of reframing. Acknowledging what you feel and why you feel it, allowing yourself to feel it, and then choosing to move beyond simply feeling it. Okay. So, passion. You have to regulate your passion. You have to regulate your passion. So, many of us are going to become very, very passionate about certain things, right? What type of things? Well, it really depends on you and how you're framing things. Passion can be something positive as easily as it can be something negative. When you get very, very angry, when you are livid, full of rage, that's a type of passion that's being used to fuel a negative emotion. It is. It is. And when you use that passion to fuel forward trajectory, forward movement, what happens? The passion is used in a very constructive manner. See, passion is very fiery. Fire can be used to sustain life as easily as it can be used to wildly destroy. It just depends. What are you going to use it for? How are you going to wield it? And if you don't know how to wield your own power, that's not going to be good. It's just not going to be good. That's how you end up hurting yourself, creating further distrust within yourself, creating issues with others. Blessings are speeding towards you. You need to grab that steering wheel and start steering. You need to take control of your journey. Okay. So, ethos in reverse. I think for some, you are experiencing something that is probably being affected by other people's mindsets, other people's thoughts, other people's dogmas, right? What part of your journey is being negatively influenced? Is it your perception of yourself? Is it, oh, ooh, well, hello. Hello. I have a question for a specific individual. If you don't like me so much, why are you in my live stream? It's kind of nonsensical, right? It's kind of nonsensical. Hmm. I can't say that I can relate. I don't know what it feels like to be like you. See what I don't like someone. I tend to not share space with them. I tend to kind of just go and do my own thing. Um, I'm going to give you a coping mechanism that might help you overcome the nasty energy that you are. Um, when you don't like someone, kind of just believe in your head they no longer exist and live your life as though they no longer exist. It's a really amazing coping mechanism. It is. It is. Um, it helps me to stay focused and use my energy on things that grow me rather than send me into abysmal pits of desperate behavior, jealousy, envy. Yeah. I mean, why waste your energy on someone like me? It irritates you more. That's okay. You know why it's okay? Because I don't care. You can keep watching. Ooh. You're going to share me to troll groups? I can't say that I mind. The more you share my content, the more it increases my algorithms. Go ahead. Share me out. I'm not afraid of trolls. I find them entertaining. I mean, I'm entertained by you, aren't I? Temporarily, of course. Temporarily. Anyways, alchemist. There will be people and things, situations that will try and rock you from center. You go ahead and you harvest that energy. You set it aside. You just set it aside. Save it for a rainy day. I will share though. I remember one time years ago. Look at this. Oh my God. I used to be so ashamed of my ears, but now I think they're super cute. I got big ass Arvin ears. There's just, if I put a little like to make it pointy. Anyways, years ago, someone shared me to a troll group. And so the whole crew came onto my live stream. And like there were a couple hundred people in the live stream already. It was years ago. There were a couple hundred people in the live stream with me while I was live. And then when someone shared me to a huge troll group, oh Lord, a couple hundred more people came like boom, like that. And I was like, where did all these people come from? And then they all started being trollish. I found it amusing. Why? Yo, because I'm a fucking troll too. I have just the oddest sense of humor. I found that shit hilarious. And what ended up happening was, not only could they not bully me and distract me, hello, unmedicated ADHD. It just, what did that do? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. But I tell you, a large portion of them stayed, quite a few subscribed, and we just had so much fun. So much fun. One tried to call me fat. And I was just like, oh my God. So that would hurt my feelings. I have the body type of like an 8-year-old boy with a wicked case of gynecomastia. Oh my God, you so didn't hurt my feelings, but good try. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what other people do. What matters is the way you receive what other people do. That is what will drain your power. That is what will cause you to enter into a negative state and give your power away to someone else. It's you. It's you. More recently, someone came on to one of my live streams. I think I was on TikTok that time. And they made this comment of like, I love it when I can immediately tell that someone has Botox. And of course, all the other viewers were very upset. Like, oh my God, you are so rude. Don't talk to her like that. And I was like, wait, nobody block them, please. How old do you think I am? Oh my God, you think I have smooth skin? What? Yeah, no, that doesn't offend me. No, that doesn't offend me. They stopped commenting. I was like, ew, how rude. I was wanting to engage you. Yeah, no. If you can go ahead and flow through your journey in such a way where you're in full control of how things affect you. I mean, you can't control other people, but you absolutely can control the way other people affect you, right? You're in full control of that, or you should be. You should be in full control of how you allow other people to affect you. That is a choice. When you allow your energy to be used against you and drained, well, you're probably not going to have enough left to continue your process of manifesting the things that will make you happy. When you become so offended by other people's behaviors that are designed to offend you, I mean, yeah. Most people react in such a way where you create these blockages that form the walls that make you feel protected. You have to be very careful about doing that because those walls that help to fortify you, give you that sense of fortification, very quickly they become your prison. They become your prison. No one's words can affect me in ways I do not choose to allow it to be um, received by me. You just, no, no, no. I will not do what you demand I do. By the way, person who doesn't like me, have you not shared me yet? I see no trolls. That sucks. You suck. That's just ew. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. So that you could have just shared me. Fine. You don't want to help me increase my reach and undo my shadow ban. Fine. Be that way. Be that way. So, containment in reverse. These blessings, they can't be contained any further. They are heading your way. Whether they arrive or not is strictly up to you. Again, if you're going to put up all the walls, you're going to create an entire labyrinth, it's going to make it take a lot longer to get to you. Okay. And I understand that you would do something like that because you're not feeling very protected, but you are. The way you feel and the reality of what's happening are not always the same thing. Okay. Just because you don't feel protected does not mean you are not protected. And that's something we all need to begin working through. Okay. Ooh, there was a really good video. Hold on. Excuse me. There's this video. I loved it, so I downloaded it. Hold on. Let me. Hold on. I'm trying to airdrop it. This is super powerful because a lot of people need to hear this. Okay. Do-do, do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Ew, don't do that. All the cards almost fell. Okay. Here goes.
If you were to create a human, what would you put them through to make them tough? It probably wouldn't be a really chill life.
Yeah.
What would you put them through to make them patient? You probably wouldn't give them things immediately. And so it's like we want these traits, but each of the traits has a price tag attached to it. And it's just like, do you want to pay the price tag to get the thing? And so I think if people reframe the period of life that they're going through as the price that they're paying out of their wallet, but their wallet is their time, is the seconds of life that they're trading for it, then I think more people will be willing to make the trade.
Did you hear that? Did you really let yourself listen to that? Right? You wonder why things are not going easily for you. You wonder why you're needing to put more effort. You're wondering why all of the things that you've worked so hard for have not yet arrived. Why are you being forsaken? Watch it
If you were to
again.
create a human, what would would you put them through to make them tough? It probably wouldn't be a really chill life.
Yeah.
What would you put them through to make them patient? You probably wouldn't give them things immediately. And so it's like we want these traits, but each of the traits has a price tag attached to it. And it's just like, do you want to pay the price tag to get the thing? And so I think if people reframe the period of life that they're going through as the price that they're paying out of their wallet, but the wallet is their time, is the seconds of life that they're trading for it, then I think more people will be willing to make the trade.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Are you willing to make the trade? Are you willing to exchange minutes of your life, hours of your life, days, weeks, months, years of your life to get the very thing you want the most? Do you know what the cost I paid for the health I wanted returned to me? Do you know what the cost of that has been? September, October, November, December. Okay. 20 months of my life. It has cost me 20 months of my life to get back the health that I had in 2018. It is about to be 2024. Some people might be like, God, 20 months, that's a long time. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, you can, oh my God, all you want. You ain't worth it. Your vitality is not worth it. Your health, the proper functioning of your body is not worth it. A longer life by quite a few years with minimal illness is not worth it. Wow. And you say you love yourself? Do you really? Some of these blessings have been things you've been working on for quite some time now. Trudging along, trudging along, trudging along. Just trudging along. I woke up the other day still feeling sick, but realizing my body is feeling like before 2020. My body is feeling kind of like 2018. What's that mean? I was healthy as fuck in 2018. I was healthy. I didn't have any hormone issues. I didn't have severe thyroid issues. 20 months of my life I've dedicated in preparation to receive what is rightfully mine, a vitality and health that is rightfully mine, earned by me, a blessing unto myself and my children. I did that. Was it easy? Fuck no, it wasn't. Fuck no, it was not. It took me choosing me every day. Every day. But it was worth it. It was worth it. I'm so deep into this process, and I'm not going to stop. Not so I can look younger, not so I can feel younger, but so I can experience the healthiest, most powerful version of myself that I have ever had the honor of knowing in this lifetime. Because I deserve that. You deserve that. The price that you pay to bring your dreams to fruition. You don't think it's worth it? I didn't realize any of this until the other day. I think it might have been yesterday. It was yesterday. How did I realize it? Well, I've been very sick. And I've dropped about 10 pounds in 5 days. A lot of that is muscle. That's okay. I'll get that back. Slowly, I'll get that back. How did I realize this? Because my clothes don't fit right. My clothes don't fit right. So I asked my husband to find the bag of clothes in our basement. My very, very old bag of clothes that I have not been able to wear since around 2020, 2021. Wouldn't you know, I fit it all. I fit it all loose like I used to. It feels comfortable on me again. It's not gripping, it's not tight. It's not me trying to force some type of aesthetic. It's me having tangible proof for myself what I've been able to accomplish. It's tangible proof for me that I'm coming back home to myself. And that's one of the blessings of committing to me, even though I didn't see the results as quickly as I'm accustomed to. I didn't see it. I didn't have the proof. I didn't see any of it. Yet I kept doing. I kept recommitting myself to what? To doing the work that's necessary to receive the blessings that were already on the way. Blessings that I couldn't quantify until I crossed a threshold. Some would say getting sick is a horrible thing. It is. But it can also be a blessing. It can absolutely also be a blessing. Because now I'm having the tangible proof that I need to reignite me all over again. I'm realizing I'm much stronger than I realize. I mean, I had some idea already. I didn't know this much. Everything that you go through is preparing you to receive the blessings that are already on the way. Why are you going to stop your process right before the delivery arrives? Why? You guys heard me just a couple weeks back. Like, I can't eat enough to sustain this. I am frustrated. And it's not easy. It's not always fun. Yet I kept at it. Keep at it. Whether your goal is to bring in a blessing that's physical, or your goal is to bring in a blessing that's some type of accomplishment, it doesn't matter. Recommit to that. Today, right now, recommit to it. Allow yourself to no longer hold in secret the very thing that you want the most. What do you want? What do you want? I realize all of these different goals that I had set for myself that I am on track to accomplish. All of these goals that I had set for myself, they were really just fractals of a larger goal that I've wanted so badly. so badly? What was that larger goal that I couldn't be honest with myself about? I wanted my vitality back. I wanted me back. Somewhere between then and now, I lost who that was. Somewhere between then and now, I forgot about me. Not anymore. And this time, I'm never letting it go again. I'm never letting it go again. No. No. I will never again climb down several pegs and make myself less and less and less of a priority. I will always, from this point forward, count myself as important as a priority as my children and husband. And that's the only way I choose to live now. That is the only way. Because that is what I deserve. That is what my family deserves. That is what my purpose deserves. You have to make decisions that lead to you supporting yourself more. The blessings that are coming, it's okay if it's just for you. Be gone with the mindset that unless it will save everyone, unless it's something where everyone benefits, and you kind of do too, then you can't have that. No, stop that. It's not selfish. It's not. It's not selfish to know you deserve things, that you have blessings coming that are just for you. That's not selfish. That's acknowledgement of what you're about to receive. And the more you allow yourself to receive the things that are rightfully for you, the more comfortable soul becomes, giving you more of what is for you. That includes the things that will benefit more than just you. Sometimes the test in receiving is first receiving things that are just for you. And if you can't accept that, why would soul ever give you more? It won't. It will wait until you indicate you are ready to try again, to allow yourself to receive more blessings again, just for you, just for you. And as you allow that, then it will give you more and more and more. Your soul knows how to test you in ways that will help you to see just how worthy you are for all the things you're destined to receive. Productivity in reverse. This is telling me that you're not allowing yourself to be productive. You have some type of mindset that's been blocking your path, blocking the blessings from coming in. Okay, so let's explore this a little bit. What mindset is this? Is this a mindset of, oh God, and I struggle with this too, that if you don't have, then you can't have, because you're not allowed to ask other people for help, right? If you don't have, you can't have, and no one should be helping you to get what you know you need, the components that are necessary. No, nope, 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 nope. If you don't have and you have someone who loves you and is willing to help you, believes in you, believes in the process that you're in, let them. Let them help you. The less you fight that, the more you will have to accomplish what needs to be accomplished so that you can become an even greater blessing for those you are here to bless. Right? What's an example of this? Well, a while back, I had this goal of starting a nonprofit, a church, but I didn't have the funds, right? Because the filing was going to cost like $2,000 or something like that. Something like that. I don't remember anymore. It was a large amount though. And I was like, I got to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And then next thing you know, someone donated almost the whole amount. I think they had sent something like $1,800. And I was like, right? Because I felt bad. Like, oh my God, you need this more than I do. I can, no, this is too much. And it's like, no, it's not too much. It's not too much. It's what they felt called to do. It's what they felt called to do. And it's something that really pushed forward all sorts of different events that really has just been a blessing since then. Such a blessing. Such a blessing. Right? You have to allow people who are willing to help to help. Did I ask for that amount? No, I could never ask that of someone. I could never ask that of someone. That is a decision they made, which I am very grateful for. You don't get to tell someone how much they can love you, how to express that love, and when it's too much love. It is not your place to dictate that to someone else. You show your gratitude by receiving and being thankful, not telling them they did too much, not telling them that they shouldn't, that you're not worthy, that they're wrong. No, that's not how you show gratitude for the blessing that they are in your life. You have to allow yourself to be efficient in the way you receive the goodness from soul. There will be people who will be brought across your path in order for you to receive. Receive what? I don't know. Sometimes it's just a kind word. Sometimes it's something as simple as a smile when you're feeling low. And sometimes it's something that's completely life altering, unexpected, but so necessary and so appreciated. Excuse me. Blessings are speeding towards you. I think for some of you, I'm feeling doorways opening, pathways dilating, and ease in that journey is starting to take place. And then for others of you, it's like an even more intense tightening, constriction, kind of like this. Okay, I'm going to do what she says. I'm going to believe and I'm going to allow and I'm going to this and I'm going to that. Like logically, that's what you're doing. Intellectually, that's what you're doing. Emotionally, that's not what you're doing at all. It needs to be both. It needs to be both. And if it's not going to be both, then it's not going to happen. You have to work through the emotional blockages that are preventing the blessings. You have to. You have to. Is it something because maybe part of your history, early life history, early adulthood, I don't know, where whenever someone helps you, they help you with strings attached. And so you've learned to not trust people because when they help you, like it always means something. Okay, well, if that's your experience, and it's a valid experience, I've had the same experience quite a bit. A large portion of my life has been that type of experience. And you know when that stopped? Back when I had a GoFundMe running for my brother because he was experiencing acute heart failure. Um, Someone had donated a considerable amount, and then it became clear that like they donated that to gain access to me. And once they had access to me, they then took the stance of they now have prepaid for ownership of me. And normally I would be like, you know what, let me give this back. I'm good. Like, that's kind of just not how I am. And, that triggers a lot of my old traumas. This time I didn't. And because that money wasn't for me, I was the one managing it for my brother's medical expenses, but that wasn't for me. It wasn't mine. So I couldn't do that. And when this person realized they were not going to have access to me like that, um, they then threw it in my face via private message, of course. They threw it in my face, which normally would trigger the shit out of me. Except this time, again, because it wasn't for me. And now I'm protecting my sibling who's in such a vulnerable space. I said to them, just point blank, instantly as a response, had I known that the money you gave was actually a prepayment for services, had you expressed that to me, I would have told you not to do it. Thank you for letting me know now. Future reference, please do not donate if it is for a secret future payment for some type of ownership of me and my soul. Had you clearly communicated that prior to me receiving those funds, I would have asked you not to send anything. Oh, they were mad. And that was the first time I've ever been able to do that. You see, I draw the line at fucking over family members who are on the verge of dying. I draw the line there. Like I've had plenty of people fuck me over just because they can. I don't do shit about it. Not no more. Not no more. That's not what I do. That's not what I allow anymore. And since then, because something shifted inside me, that kind of shit don't happen anymore. Why? Because once I crossed that threshold, I changed. And as I changed, it was a massive change. No, it wasn't. It was a small change somewhere deep inside me. But as I changed, there was no more room for that type of fuckery. I was no longer going to tolerate that. And I didn't need to have some public announcement of it. It was enough for me to feel that change, recognize that change, validate that change. It is necessary. And it never happened again after that. And I've been able to work more on receiving without fear of people doing that to me, without fear of me feeling obligated to do things for people I don't want to do, I'm not comfortable doing. Let the change happen. So that the voids that exist inside you that allow spaces for people who are like this, people who continue to re-trigger, rip back open those wounds from earlier in life, there's no space for them anymore. You deserve to heal to that degree. You deserve to heal to that degree. I'll give you that line again. When someone gives you something, you accept. Show gratitude. When they turn around and say, now you owe me, no, you do not give that back. You've already received it. You stand your ground and you very calmly explain, I'm so sorry. Had I properly been advised by you what you were giving me money for, what you were giving me the gift, the help for, that it was a prepayment for a future service that you were not telling me when you gave me, I would have told you no. Thank you for helping me to learn this. And thank you for the gift. But I'm sorry. I received it as a gift, not as a prepayment. Again, had you told me that from the start, we would have all been very clear and we would have never had this situation happen. This is a really good learning experience for all of us. Thank you for that as well. But you do not give back what you've already been given. You know why? No, it doesn't make you shady. People will say that makes you shady. No, the fuck it does not. No, the fuck it does not. I'll tell you why. You are helping people like that learn firsthand. You don't do that to people. See, when you give it back, there's no consequence for their fuckery. There's no consequence. So they'll do it again and again and again. When you allow yourself to receive, you have received. It's the equivalent of someone giving you a free meal and then telling you, now you owe me after you've already digested the meal. Are you going to upchuck that meal, reform it into a burger patty, and give it back to them? No, you've already digested it. So now it's just a learning experience for everyone. Clearly communicating, had I known, I would have not accepted. I'm sorry. I wish you had properly communicated to me so that I could properly communicate to you. That's something I'm not comfortable with. Right? Time in reverse, allowing yourself to have the time to really see the ways in which your coping mechanisms, a large portion of them, are expressions or indications of how these voids, these empty spaces within you still exist, creating opportunities for people who are helping you to learn, probably unwillingly, helping you to learn about boundaries, about how to allow more of your blessings in. When those type of people occupy spaces within your life, within your field, there's less room for your blessings to arrive. Alliance. An alliance between the self and the soul is being forged right now. Your soul is bringing to you the types of connections and circumstance that's going to help you learn how to more readily receive what is rightfully destined for you. Whether it's an opportunity, whether it's a connection, whether it's some type of financial windfall, whatever it is, allow yourself to go through the process that your soul has carefully orchestrated to help you learn to the highest degree how to most deeply receive, again, what is rightfully destined for you, right? And you can do all of this feeling unsure. You can do all of this feeling unworthy. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes it's in you doing the things that you're doing, feeling unsure and unworthy, Sometimes it's you doing it anyways while you feel those things. That helps you to go through the process, that eventually helps you to learn, okay, it was right. What I felt was accurate. And soul really does provide for all my needs, right? Alchemy. There will be those who will try and put their hands all over things that are meant for you. No. You have to alchemically change the part of you that gives even passive permission to have your blessings be manhandled by people who don't wash their hands. Yeah. No, thank you. If people don't wash their hands, they don't need to touch anything that's for me. No, thank you. I am so heavily anti-cooties at this point. Anti-cooties. Anti-cooties. Okay. I invite you to be anti-cooties too. Okay. Anti-cooties. Anti-cooties. Okay. Be anti-cooties, please. Renewal and reverse. If you think that you're going to be able to just kind of like, oh, I didn't, never mind, it's okay, I don't want it. And that soul is just going to, okay, let's change all the plans. No, no. Soul wants you to commit. Soul wants you to fully commit. Soul wants commitment. Commit to it. Your blessings are on the way. They're literally on the way. I feel them being jostled in the delivery truck. Okay. But a lot of what's happening is you don't want to feel the friction that is a byproduct of the process that you're in. A little heat ain't hurt nobody. A little heat ain't hurt nobody. Okay. So let yourself go through the process. Let yourself experience all the things that are needing to be experienced. I think for some, a very small, select few, part of the blessing that's coming is love. Ooh, that feels good. Love. Okay, this is a little bit of a complexity. It doesn't feel like it's just romantic love. It feels like love, like agape love, omni love. Okay, so maybe for some of you, there's someone that's going to be approaching who you can connect with on such a deep, deep level that it's like you've never been able to connect with someone like this before. And they become very quickly one of your most cherished people in this world. They see you and you see them at a depth that no one has been able to match before. I don't know if it's necessarily going to turn into something romantic, but it's suddenly just this like upswelling of love, this expansion in the chest. Someone is just so heavily considering something to do with you. They are so, so heavily considering something to do with you. Like just, I don't know how to put it. It's intense. It's super duper intense. Let me leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone because, you know, can I pass those blessings to someone else somehow? Why would you want to do that, Maria? Do I need to shake you like a shake weight? I'm not going to shake you like a shake weight. All right, here goes. Okay. Oh, to your child. What's going on? What's going on with your child's health? Is there something I can help with? All right. Or I could just kind of back up, give you privacy, mind my own business. I'm sorry. Ace of Cups. New emotional beginnings, overflowing goodness, compassion, initial emotional response, source of all water. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. The excuse me. The feelings of a new situation. It's an outpouring of emotions that cannot be contained and need to have an outlet. This outpouring shows up in new relationships when the meeting of two like-minded individuals come together and start something new. So, remember I was telling you guys? It feels like some type of love, like major, major, major love coming in. It's more than just a romantic love. It's a type of love that is just so profound and pronounced. Thank you, but I don't think so. And I wouldn't even ask something like that from you. Do not offend me, Maria. Tell me what's wrong. How can I help? How can I help? Is he sick? Oh, I'm trying to maintain. I'm going to obsess about this. And I'm just going to keep obsessing about it, right? Until you tell me how I can help. I'm just going to keep obsessing and obsessing and obsessing. I think you could, but he's not into that. Okay, I'll let it go. Okay. Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups provides a fresh start to a new day. All the sins have been washed away, and it's time to take the second chance seriously. So all the sins, whatever. Oh, is this someone that you used to know? Someone that you used to know. Mm, 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 mm. For some of you, this might be someone that you used to know. Like maybe there's a little some that happened between the two of you. Nothing intentionally malignant, nothing intentionally disrespectful or any of that. But something happened and both of you feel that maybe you've sinned against each other or whatever, right? I cringe saying this because then, it's like the Delulu people who I just like, they look for anything that I say to kind of justify their own fuckery. I don't want to be part of that. No. This is not about stalker ass people, disrespectful people, destructive people, disgusting people. Ugh, ew. It's not about that. This is about a misunderstanding that happened between two individuals. Okay. And it's like maybe for a period, each of you were like projecting on the other person, blaming basically. And then you guys each separately went through something that caused a very deep introspection about what did you do to contribute to this degradation of connectivity. Like the connection degraded. They weren't derogatory towards you, and you weren't necessarily derogatory towards them. The connection just kind of fell apart. And now each of you have had time to really look at what you did, the way you reacted, responded, or didn't, that led to all of this happening and continuing, perpetuating. And now it's like all of that is just kind of being washed away. And the two of you are being properly prepared for a rekindling of connection so that you can better finish off whatever karmic lessons are needing to be finished off. The two of you have learning that needs to be completed in this lifetime. Not all karma is bad karma. Karma is nothing more than frozen light code. It's frozen light code. And so whatever the lessons are that the two of you are helping each other learn, it's going to be allowed to be reinitiated. Okay. Oh, that sounds like a self-love journey, Maria. Yeah, that definitely sounds like a self-love journey. It sounds like whatever he shut down, because I shut down a lot of my abilities for a long period. He's being allowed to get really, really manhandled by emotions, life, and energy to kind of force him into a space of developing those gifts. The experience is going to amplify and amplify and amplify until he reaches the point where he's like, fuck this. I'm reclaiming my abilities because no more. The same process happened to me. It's happened to so many people. And I think you having the courage to share those details with us is gifting so many people who are watching right now the opportunity to begin kind of understanding why rejection of self, rejection of your gifts, it's never in your best interest. All it does is prolong the process and delay something that is absolutely inevitable. Right? So let's see. Ooh, okay. Okay. The Chariot in reverse. Clarify your goals, gain traction, have a singular focus, ground yourself, feeling stuck in place. Understand the lesson before you can move, following others. So I think for many of us, we lack even a basic understanding of the current lesson at hand, whatever lesson that we're addressing right now. So that's definitely something that's needing to be looked at. Feeling stuck in place, that we were talking about that earlier. Are you stuck or are you simply accruing frequency? Gain traction. I think this healing process that most of you are in, because you need to heal certain pathways before those blessings can actually arrive. I think your efforts are starting to gain traction, but you need to make sure you clarify your goals. What is it you're actually trying to do? Right? What is it that you are actually trying to do? Once you begin understanding what you're trying to do, you can then begin understanding whether or not it's appropriate. Like what Maria wrote, he's afraid to hurt his father and that what he doesn't want to do. So he shut it all. You can't prevent someone's feelings from being hurt by rejecting who you are. That never saves anyone's feelings. Instead, it coddles the person's fears. So if you really want to prevent the feelings of a parent from being hurt, you live your life fully. You allow the truth of your potentiality to be witnessed, and you live into that purpose. Live that purpose. And as you do so, you become more and more successful. And as you become more and more successful, eventually, even the toxic parents, they begin to feel as though maybe they did something right, even if they didn't. Even if they didn't, right? So, next card, Judgment. Judgment in reverse. Resisting the call. Avoid all connections with others. Having many questions. Holding yourself back. Desiring to be sick. Hiding in the darkness. Ooh. Okay. Correspondence, fire, Scorpio, Pluto. So, wow. Some people are really being called out right now, resisting the call. Soul has been calling you. You keep sending soul to voicemail, and soul is starting to get sick and tired of it. Because it is. Having many questions, holding yourself back. Feeling unsure, right? Having all those questions that are left unanswered because you refuse to dive deep into yourself where the answers are stored, causing you to feel unsure. And in that insecurity, you find yourself holding yourself back more, desiring to be sick. I think for many of us, we don't realize our actions and the restrictions we place upon ourselves is communicated to soul as a desire to be sick. Do you want to be sick? Because if you don't, then you need to start doing something different, right? Hiding in the darkness. Mm. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Maria, I got to tell you something. And it's going to hurt. Do you want me to tell you? It's going to hurt your feelings, though. It's a truth, very profound, but it's going to hurt your feelings. It's going to cut pretty deep. If you'd like to know it, let me know. If not, I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone fully for the rest of the live stream. Okay. Let's see. All right. And what I would say might be beneficial for many people to hear. I didn't know there was a table of quick reference. Okay. All right. So here. The Fool. The Fool. New journey, beginnings, innocence, freedom, push through the challenges, playful behavior, leap of faith. Sometimes you have to play in order to get through the hardship. You have to find a way to enjoy your own company. You have to find a way to Allow yourself to see life and prolonged struggle with a fresh set of eyes, preferably the eyes of an innocent child, where you're seeing things as though for the first time, with awe, wonder, curiosity, right? Because when you become very curious, you then open yourself to explore. So, taking that leap of faith. Oh, mm. The Fool is neither male nor female. They are androgynous, which means they carry the physical and cultural traits of both genders into one being. So the Fool is a whole person. This allows them to move inside and outside of any and all cultures to watch, learn, and integrate the lessons from all the aspects they witness. Their number is 0, which also moves in and out of time and space. There are many cultures that do not place 0 at the beginning of a sequence. So it, like our Fool's androgynous position, can be moved around to any place in the major arcana sequence. In this way, the Fool has access to all the other cards' meanings and archetypes. They can learn to master all of them. The Fool is a beginning, middle, and end of a sequence. The energy is new and innocent. The Fool keeps an open mind and wanders around the world seeing things for the first time. And I think that's a very powerful final card for that. I think what we need to be aware of as we travel through our journey is knowing what it is we carry within us, what we carry on our walking stick. Is that sustenance or useless weight? What is it that we carry? Emotional baggage. It's only unnecessary baggage if you carry it for no reason. But if you carry it with you so that in the event that you need to look through your history, gather up what you've learned so that you can apply it to your present. Oh my God, that's so powerful. That is so powerful. So I have this weird intuition. It's just this really weird intuitive sense. And back when we used to still be on the road so much, like consistently on the road, I would pack so many different things, random ass things. Like one time we were about to head on the road. It was going to be like a couple weeks that we'd be on the road. And for some reason, I decided to pack a pair of pliers and also zip ties. I don't know. I was just like, I need this though. Right. And it's like, oh my God, we have so much baggage, because my husband would be like, there's so many bags. Yeah. Yes. We have so many bags. And I remember this one time we had to pull over. I don't remember what was happening, but there was something going on. And my husband's like, oh my God, oh, damn. I wish I brought the zip ties. And I was like, oh, I have it. He's like, what? I have it. I brought it. And then at another point, we needed pliers. Oh, I have that too. I have that too. Yeah. You see, some people just carry on around baggage. They don't even know what they're lugging around with them. Not me. Everything that I bring, for some reason, there's a reasoning behind it that I can't always quantify until that very thing is a thing we need. And then I just have it. I have it. It's something that I have. Here, let's use it. Go for it. There you go. Right? Allow everything in your baggage that you carry with you to be something that your soul has instructed you to hold on to. Sometimes it's the pain of disappointment from something that happened years ago. Other times it's a fond memory. Other times it's recalling the way a specific type of person made you feel. And you might be like, well, what would that benefit me? You don't know. Your soul will test how much you've learned by bringing you the same situation again. And oftentimes it will use different characters that have the same personality. Your soul wants to make sure you've learned what you needed to learn from that horrendous person you thought you were done with. It won't always bring back the same person, but it will bring back the same personality. And if you can remember how that horrible person made you feel, you can then remember to avoid the new character that's being used to test what you learned the first time around. These blessings that are coming, it's absolutely requiring that your field be purified before it arrives. It is absolutely requiring your field be purified. So guys, I'm going to do a really quick mini reading. Choose card number 1 or card number 2, right? It's up to you. Card 1, card 2, it's up to you. I'm going to pull 2 cards, and then I'm going to be live again in a little bit. This time it's going to be a tea party. I'm going to be doing personal readings, personal scans, as well as energy work. If you don't know what a personal scan is, that's when I access your energy and your physical, and I see what's going on. All right, 1, a 2. We're only doing 2 cards because I need to eat. I need to eat. Okay, what was I gonna do? Oh, card number 1. 1. There we go. We're gonna start with card number 1. For those who are choosing card number 1, here goes. Ooh. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When Jesus washed. Card number 44. Solar eclipse, revolution. Revolution is actually something that starts in individual hearts. Ooh, you about to go through your own revolution. This card spells out change. Yeah. Major transformations are about to happen. Ooh. When it comes to eclipses, something has to die for better things to be born. Okay. In essence, this is a blackout and means we must focus on what is directly in front of us. Usually, a change or a shock is in store, which may not be welcome, but is necessary to move us forward. So you got to make sure you're ready for this. A blessing is coming, and in order for this blessing to arrive, like I said, there's a purification that's needing to take place. There's a clearing, a cleansing. You need to be ready. When the solar eclipse card turns up in a reading, you can expect swift changes that end one chapter and start a new one. You may have felt something would eventually happen, not having recently paid much attention to the situation. Then you're presented with a shock, much attention to this. You're presented with a shock or a jolt, and you're reeling over the sudden change. So, major changes. This upheaval takes away what has been familiar and safe, so you can embark on new territories or even venture to a strange new terrain. But it will be daunting. These events may seem like negatives at first: a divorce, the end to a relationship, being forced to move, or even losing your job. Eclipses tend to affect relationships foremost, however, and so you may soon see stressors and upsetting changes in the relational supports you have counted on. Ooh, you know what I just got? That for certain people, and I don't know who, there are those in your life who do not like that you watch me. And ooh, I think that those are people who have really gone out of their way to try and prevent you from watching me, whether live or recorded. It's irrelevant to them. They just don't want you to have access to anything I say whatsoever. And you've just been watching me anyways. Hey, that's right. That's right. Okay. Ain't nobody to tell you what to do. But anyways, um, yeah, they're about to find out that you've been watching me again. And they're gonna be so mad. Fuck them. Fuck them. Who cares? Who cares? If you're drawn to me and you watch me, then watch me. That's fine. You're not doing anything bad. They probably don't want you to watch me because the things that I say causes you to gain even more clarity on how fucked up they are to you. A lot of narcissistic people don't like me. And I tell you, people who have demonic issues loathe me. That's okay, boo. I feel the same way about you. Michael's laughing. Mm. He knows I'm serious. What is it? I was learning sign language. It was something along the lines of fuck around and find out. Yeah, I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like, you do whatever you want, whether it's watching me or not is irrelevant to me. If it's what you want and you're not hurting someone else, do your thing, boo. Do your thing. Stop worrying so much about someone that's so miserable that they want to make you miserable too. Mhm. Oh no, I'm not joking. I'm serious. I'm serious. Mhm. Someone wants to be acting like they have that type of control over you. I mean, do they claim you on their taxes? Mm? Do they claim you on their taxes? Meaning, are you a dependent of theirs? No? Double fuck them. For real. Okay? Don't let anyone dictate to you how to live your life. And again, this is irrelevant of whether you continue to watch me or not. Okay? Don't let anyone dictate to you how to live your life. Mhm. Mhm. Anyways. This upheaval takes away what has been familiar and safe so you can embark on new territories or even venture to a strange new terrain, but it will be daunting. These events may seem like negatives at first: a divorce, the end to a relationship, being forced to move, or even losing your job. Eclipses tend to affect relationships foremost, however, and so you may soon see stressors and upsetting changes in the relational supports you have counted on. For whatever reason, these may be taken away either for the time being or perhaps permanently. So, the one thing you can count on is that your life will go through a complete rearrangement of sorts. Okay, I just felt someone like, oh my God, I have to clear my history. No, leave it. Leave it. Let them see how much you watch. Leave it. And then when they go through your electronics and get all upset because they see you've been watching me, the only appropriate response, in my opinion, my humble opinion, is you just upsetting yourself. Ain't nobody asked you to look at my history. But no buts. No buts. You're hurting yourself. If you don't like her, don't watch her. And that's that. But you're not going to tell me what to do. You're not going to tell me what to watch. You don't claim me as a dependent on your taxes. Oh, my Lord. Yeah, no, I'm serious. Stop hiding. Stop hiding yourself. It's the shame that you feel over the preferences that you have that give people like that the courage, the brazen boldness to make those type of demands on you. Seriously. Seriously. So, for whatever reason, okay, so the one thing you can count on is that your life will go through a complete rearrangement of sorts. The energies are saying that it is necessary to be cruel before being kind. Ooh, chee-hoo! You know what I'm saying? You don't know what I'm saying. Oh, shit. Hey, I'm just reading. I'm going to show you. The energies are saying that it is necessary to be cruel before being kind. Okay. You see that line right there? Okay. Chee-hoo! Oh, shit. Hey, they hurting their own feelings going through your shit. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yo, stop letting people like bully you. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, but eclipses are not always about the downside. Instead, you may find yourself having to dive in, change something, fix something, or create something you hadn't really thought of, but will work out brilliantly. That ends up transforming your life all the ways you've hoped for, maybe beyond your wildest imaginings. All in all, when the solar eclipse card turns up, it implies you are being forced to make a decision to act on it. There will be no stepping away. Even though you may not have been consciously aware of just how much certain issues were not working, it's time to look ahead and finally resolve what has held you back. Now it's time to begin anew and start that new chapter in the book of life. There you go. There you go. Okay. There you go. So now, people who chose card number 2, maybe I shouldn't have chi-hooed because that made me a little dizzy. I think it was too much chi, not enough who. Too much chi, not enough who. There's this content creator called his legal name is Kuchiku. I love it. That's his legal name. Kuchiku. Kuchiku. I'm just like, that's a name. That's absolutely a name. So card number 2, let's get started. All right. Card number 40, water element sensing. Your intellect may be confused but your emotions will never lie to you. Ooh. Ooh, okay. What are you feeling? Let matters flow. In astrology, the element of water represents our emotions and our talents of the imagination. Water characterizes the realm of vision, taking us into the quintessential depths of feeling where intuition is more appropriate than acquired wisdom and knowledge. No, you may not have a reading on your ex. Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, he does. 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 Yo, we get carried away on water. We have feelings of floating or being adrift over water. When looking at the shimmering surfaces of water, we cannot see to the bottom, but we know and sense that sense what is there. Deep things too obtuse and transitory to explain, fathoms of moods and insight. Water is the element of the signs Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. The planets of water are the moon, Pluto, and Neptune. When the water element card presents itself in a spread, you can trust what you feel is the best course to follow. What you are sensing right now may not be based on any logic. It's just that what you are sensing is correct. Right now, it's best to go with the flow and depending upon the cards surrounding it, to trust that movement, although these changes may seem gentle and gradual. Sometimes the water element card indicates a need to withdraw and fight another day before moving ahead. This can at times indicate trusting too soon or the passive acceptance of other people's shortcomings when you shouldn't accept them, right? So I think for people who chose card number 2, be careful of what you tolerate from others. Now, it's not to say you are to be intolerable, um, but be careful of what you tolerate because what you tolerate can sometimes be the very causation of someone's emboldened predatory behaviors. You may have the tendency to want to allow things to pass you by without fighting for them, to let go of something that is rightfully yours. Don't do it. Water is the element of compassion and understanding, but avoid being a doormat. It is possible people or forces may take advantage of your benign and accepting nature. This is a good time to imagine, write, paint, play, or create anything. Since water is the element of the imagination, it is the ability to quiet your conscious mind and allow yourself to be taken over by an idea or a dream. Water is painting, poetry, music. This card represents being connected to the flow of all things. It is also the ability to keep a secret or to work alone in privacy. It is probably best now. It is probably best to now allow people or circumstances to not pin you down or hem you in. You guys are dealing with someone who's controlling you as well. Don't make me Chihu again. Don't make me Chihu again. Don't let people control you. Don't let people dictate things to you. Yes, allow people to share, to have symposium with you. but your thoughts are your own. Your decisions are your own. Don't let anyone strong arm you into deciding things that they dictate is what you need, regardless of what you actually need. Right. Frankly, you now have the ability to flow or drift out of any situation in the way water is able to move around obstacles very gently and easily. Currently, you may also have the feeling of floating or being adrift. In a sense, it's a type of surrender. Maybe it is a surrender to a dream. Ooh, you might have a dream coming true. You might have a dream that's about to come true. I don't know. I suddenly felt that. At present, you may have little energy and want to withdraw. You are, in fact, doing a lot of inner processing, which will take you where you want to go. There are deeper levels working and developing inside you, but the work is not seen on the outside. Expect a pause, but forward motion soon. Look inward. Don't worry about the drama that surrounds you. Avoid the commotion. Sit still, float, and trust your inner wisdom. It will not steer you wrong. That tells me someone is trying to dam you in. Ooh. Water is about sensing. Someone is trying to dam you in. They're trying to contain this overflowing energy that you have. That's going to greatly restrict how much of your blessings can come in if you don't put an end to that. You got to not let people think that that type of behavior is okay with you. You don't necessarily, I don't think it would be a good idea for you to get into a full on confrontation. I don't think that's going to help you. But I definitely feel like just making it clear in some way, shape, or form that you do not appreciate that type of behavior, right? Because the last thing you need is someone who is controlling like this. Like, what is this? What is this? What signs when toxic are super controlling? All of them. All of them. All of them are like that. All of them have that potentiality. So it really could be anybody. When you have a controlling person in your life and you allow them to control you, they get very comfortable controlling you. And then it becomes much harder, much nastier also, to get them to stop doing that, to stop treating you that way. The more comfortable you allow someone to be as they control and dictate to you who you are, the more difficult it will be to correct their behavior towards you. If it goes on for too long, you're going to have a real hard time. If it goes on for long enough, your only other option will be to break up with them, leave them, whatever it is. So if this is someone you want to keep in your life, you need to start doing that correction sooner rather than later so that they know, like, you can't do that. You can't treat me like that. Right? Like, I love you, but you cannot treat me that way. So, guys, one final reminder. I'm going to be live in about 3 hours, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, to do past life tea party. If you would like a past life reading, if you would like energy work, if you'd like a personal reading, a biospiritual scan, whatever ideas, go click on that QR code, click on the link in the comment, and go check out what I have available. I will be live at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I hope you guys come back and join me then. But for now, toodles. Toodles. Please give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already subscribed. Please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. I will see you guys again very, 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 very soon. Very soon. Okay? Bye, everyone.